What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I apologize for my disheveled appearance. We just got about a foot of snow, and I was outside all morning clearing that. But, you know, if you're into the disheveled look, then what's up? How are you doing? If you are enjoying the channel and the coverage, please remember to click that thumbs up button. It helps the channel a ton. Let's jump into Brie Larson. Now, if you remember a while back, if you were an OG on this channel, I covered some curious statements about Brie Larson in the early stages of the Captain Marvel movie, essentially saying, I don't want to hear what a white dude has to say. And that might sound absurd. That might sound like, come on, Jeremy, you're exaggerating. I know you're bombastic and you want to spice it up for YouTube so people get excited to watch your videos. But in this case, it is basically exactly correct. Brie Larson, this is back in June when I made the video, promises, I don't hate white dudes, but laments the lack of inclusion among film critics. Now, of course, the non-white dudes could be making different choices with their time, but of course, if they're not there, it must be because of some invisible barrier. Well, recently, she has now doubled down, as I predicted back in June, that these comments would come back to bite her in the non-existent butt, because Marvel is literally hiring a butt double. Now, I'm not even really a butt guy. I'm more of a boob guy. But, I mean, I think we can be honest here that Brie Larson is lacking in the butt department. And you can see a while back, for Avengers 4, they actually did put out a casting call. In one of the honest, humorous stories of the week, Marvel Studios is searching for a butt double for reshoots of the Avengers 4 due out next year. Disney is scheduled to begin a series of reshoots over the coming weeks as it prepares for a lengthy post-production. A call for photography and a butt double, presumably for Brie Larson, who is set to play Captain Marvel in the film. Body/butt double. Working multiple dates, starting. Rate $125, I'm assuming for 10 hours? I don't know. $125 an hour for 10 hours? I'm not sure exactly what that is. Central Casting is looking for a photo double to work on an exciting project. Filming will likely begin in September. You should have a flexible schedule. Woman 1, looking for a female who appears to be Caucasian, 20 to 30s, height 5'2 to 5'4, bust 32B to 32D, waist, dress size, hair color, blonde. Only submit if you fit this description. A headshot, a full body shot of your front side, head to toe, a full body shot of your back side, wearing all black, leggings or yoga pants. Must be form-fitting. We looking for dat butt. All right, we're looking for dat butt. So, of course, Brie Larson, as we all are, of course, I've never really thought of somebody's butt in a superhero movie. The idea that people would be hired to fill this position is hilarious and interesting and also kind of sad to me. You can read on Bounding into Comics, Captain Marvel actress Brie Larson doubled down on her views of press coverage. She indicated she wants fewer white men covering her Captain Marvel press tour. About a year ago, I started paying attention to what my press days look like and critics reviewing movies, and noticed it appeared to be, quote, overwhelmingly white male. So I spoke to Dr. Stacey Smith at the USC Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, and we put together a study to confirm that. Moving forward, I decided to make sure my press days were more inclusive. After speaking with you, the film critic, Valerie Complex, and a few other women of color, it sounded like across the board we weren't getting the same opportunities as others. Obviously, no evidence here. When I talked to the facilities that weren't providing it, they all had different excuses. And notice she says excuses, not reasons. Of course, the study found that out of about 20,000 reviewers, white men were 63%, white women 18%, men of color 13.8, 4.1 women of colors. She went on to say, for the third time, I do not hate white dudes. These are just facts. These are not my feelings. Larson would add that I am not saying, no wait, am I saying I hate white dudes? No, I'm not. I'm saying that if you make a movie that is a love letter to women of color, there is an insanely low chance a woman of color will have a chance to see your movie and review your movie. Well, here's the thing. Nobody really cares about movie reviewers, all right? They are a meme. If Brie Larson really cared about people going to see her movie, she'd be making sure the fans liked her. She wouldn't be putting out hyperbolic, divisive statements like there are too many men in any one position thing. If you change anything in that sentence, there are too many women, there are too many blacks in this position, people wouldn't approve of it. But because it's white men, it's universally approved, which is a disgusting double standard. Now, at the time when Brie Larson put this out, I said I had zero interest in seeing this movie. And if you still want to see this movie, that's entirely okay. A lot of times when I talk about, hey, I'm just going to skip this movie because the director's an insane person or one of the actors said or does something I don't like, that isn't me judging you for wanting to see it. That's me having very limited time, and maybe what I value is messed up. I'm totally willing to accept that. But, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people told me Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was an amazing movie. Well, the director openly supported Antifa, and I was the victim of a violent attack by somebody similar to that. So why would I want to give that person any of my time? Now, if the director hadn't said anything out loud and I never would have known any better, I probably would have seen that movie in the theater. So when they put their opinions out in the public and they want people to hear it, well, I can't unhear it. And part of what I do for a part-time job here is covering these things, okay? So I'm not judging you if you want to see Captain Marvel. If you're interested in that film, I, for one, will not be seeing it because Brie Larson thinks I'm overrepresented in critics and presumably overrepresented in the people paying to see her movie. Now, it's a bold marketing strategy to attack white men. It didn't work great for Ghostbusters 2016. Maybe it will work for Captain Marvel. Now, Captain Marvel has a gigantic budget for marketing. They're in every movie I've seen in the past 6 months. They've had her trailer, and I'm sure the movie will do just fine, all right? Me not going to see it isn't going to be a big deal, just like me not going to see, Solo, a Star Wars story, didn't really affect them that much, although they didn't make any money. Brie Larson isn't letting her Captain Marvel press tour be, quote, overwhelmingly white and male. Well, that's the interesting thing. Okay, so your press tour you're concerned about, do you want equal representation in the movie theater? Because this is just anecdotal evidence, okay? I've seen most of the Marvel movies in the modern era. I'm getting a bit of Marvel fatigue. I want to see something new and interesting. Even when Marvel movies are uniquely different in storyline, I just kind of feel and keeps paying $15 to see the same movie over and over again. So I'm kind of over them in general. I don't know if you agree with me on that or not, but again, if you like Marvel movies, you should go see them. If you want to see Captain Marvel, you should go see it. I'm just sharing my personal opinion. And when you have somebody come out saying, well, I think there are too many white men covering my movie, then I can presume you must think that there are too many white men paying you money to see your film. I'm just guessing, though, right? And it's not like you're worried about ticket sales or anything. I mean, it's not like you actually have a GoFundMe launched to buy tickets for people to go see your movie. Oh, wait, yes, you do. Send girls to see Captain Marvel. $50,000 raised. I don't know how many tickets that would be, maybe 5,000 tickets or so. Yeah, don't buy them food or clothing or books. Send them to see a superhero movie, which, you know, is much better. Okay, you have to not only buy them a ticket, you have to buy them $13 in refreshments? What is that, a large popcorn and a large soda? Jeez. And you got to pay for their chaperone? What is even happening? So I have to send kids to see a movie who presumably have more things to worry about, buy them treats. I mean, I guess, look, if you want to give them the money, good for you, okay? This is probably run by some marketing agency for Captain Marvel. We saw the same sort of thing with Black Panther. Again, Black Panther was a fine movie. I would give it probably 6.5 out of 10. Most Marvel movies for me are 6.5 to 7.5. They're never truly amazing because they're just kind of always the same to me. Now, I'm interested in seeing how Captain Marvel does in the theater, but I, for one, am not going to give money to somebody who is clearly a racist and a sexist individual, because she's not actually concerned about getting fair and accurate reviews. She wants her reviews done by people of a certain gender and people of a certain color. And by definition, that is racism and sexism. So I have no interest in giving money to Brie Larson, given her disgusting views on people. And again, if you think I'm overreacting, go see the movie. I'm not telling you, I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm not doing any of that stuff. But ask yourself, before you pay $15 to see this movie, okay, if she had said the same thing about black people or Mexican people, do you think you'd feel as good paying to see money? Or are you passively accepting what is clearly disgusting views? It's just something to ask yourself. Are you really missing out by not seeing another Marvel movie? Could you spend your money seeing a different movie, a lesser known movie, a movie that might be out that same weekend that has the same access to the same popcorn and soda and slushy and pretzel bites that you like, but maybe the actors and directors don't hate people based on the color of their skin and what gender they were born? It's just an interesting question to ask yourself. I wish Brie all the luck in the world. She won't be getting my money for this ticket, as I said back in June. I'm sure she'll do fine, though. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.